Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but I wanted to start up my national parks landscape series again. So we are doing a painting from North Cascades National Park in this tutorial, and I just have a regular sheet of watercolor paper, but I've just cut it in half and I've taped it down. And I am going to just start off with a little pencil sketch before I start painting. Now that I have my sketch finished, I'm going to use my kneaded eraser to line up my lines. I'm going to be using a size 6 round brush, and I'm going to be using some phthalo turquoise to paint this lake part. I'm going to be just using a light mix, so nothing super vibrant, just to create a base layer. And then while that base layer is wet, I'm going to be dropping in some ultramarine for the darker shades, and then some green in the lake as well, just to create kind of a more warm blue shade. So I am going to be focusing on doing the green more towards the back of the lake, whereas the front will be just that regular blue. Now that that base layer has dried, I'm going to add in another layer of Prussian blue. I'm mixing ultramarine with some green to create a new shade, and I'm going to be using it to paint the mountain in the background. I'm ready to start painting the pine trees in the background, so I'm using sap green, Windsor green yellow shade, sepia, and a touch of Prussian blue to create a pine green color. I will be switching to a smaller brush to paint these pine trees on this mountain, but I'm going to be going in vertical lines just back and forth to create that up and down texture of the trees. For the trees up front, I am going to be adding additional strokes, this time going horizontally to just give more of that pine tree texture, whereas the ones that are farther back in the background can just be straight lines. And then I'm also leaving a little strip of land around the pine trees up front of the island, and I'll add some brown to that section later. I'm darkening up the mountain in the background with some more of that blue, and I'm using pine green again for the little trees on the island, the trees in the background, and then also that little bit of mountain up on top. You can see that I used a mottled texture for the trees in the background on the right hand side, and then I'm adding in some blue and white lines on the lake to just give that ripple effect. I'm using the Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white for that, and then I'm also going to just do some reflections with that white on the lake. And then I'm going to just continue adding in trees, and again, if they're closer to the viewer, then I'm going to use more detail using both horizontal and vertical lines, whereas the ones that are farther back will just be straight lines. I'm also going to add in some blue for the sky, and you can just use a little bit of paper towel to dab out some of the clouds and just blend those together. But other than that, my painting is finished, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. Alright, so now you have a finished painting from North Cascades National Park.